Cheer. You already know it's your boy Joe back at it again. Codingphase.com. Your boy's back and I done did it again one more time. So today we're going to be looking for some entry-level positions on ZipRecruiter. Okay. This way we could go in and see what's happening in that platform. Again, definitely come in and show me some love in the comment section. If you have questions, any topics, let's talk about them and let's get into it. All right. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go to ZipRecruiter.com. Okay. Now in here, let me share my screen with you guys. Okay, I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna search for, let's see, remote. For now, just put it in like that until we get to the next window, and then from here we could actually go in, switch this over to remote position. All right, apply filters. Okay, then we're gonna change the location to remote USA. Okay, and then from there now we can see everything that's happening. All right, cool. So we're gonna search again, like I said, search HTML to get us started to see what's out here. Okay, lead applications developer, right? That's a little bit different. HTML tutor, right? For those of you guys that might be interested in, you know, teaching others and doing like a part-time gig. Okay, HTML tutor, $18 to $40 an hour. Let me see. Let's continue looking. All right. We got web developer. Of course, there's always web developer positions. Okay. HTML coder. Okay. So this one's interesting. All right. Whenever you see something like this on the title, HTML coder, HTML developer, those are definitely like entry-level positions that you guys can definitely get. So I always try to pay attention to these to see what's going on with this. Okay. All right. So basically knowing accessibility, just the basic stuff. Okay. So that's a good role. They don't have the actual salary, but it seems like it's a 12-month contract. Okay. Interesting. Let's continue with this. By the way, shout out to everybody that's in here. If you are in the chat, please show me some love. I see Michelle's in here. I see NA9835. What's up? Okay, let me see. Siren Malcolm says, hey, Joe. Hope you're having a great day, bro. Hey, you too, man. I hope that you're doing good and, you know, you're killing it out there. By the way, guys, if you are live with me, please leave a message in the chat. Show me some love. Also, to leave a question, leave a topic. That way we could jump into those topics and answer your questions. Let me see. Web developer remote, RTI international, 88 to 99,000. Okay. Interesting to have jQuery Bootstrap. So this is like an old school technology. They're using C# and Java. All right, let me see what else we have in here. I'm looking for a specific type of jobs like this one, email developer, right? This is in professional staffing services. This is in Orlando, right? So they're looking on-site or remote, okay? Schedule is Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., okay? Advanced personalization using AmScript, Salesforce, right? Hybrid schedule, post transitioning, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday in office, Thursday, Friday on remote. Interesting. So they want you to do in person, right? So it's gonna be like hybrid. I wish some of these companies just stick to remote, bro. Like there's no need for somebody to go into this office, like to be honest with you, at all. So that don't make no sense. But again, for those of you guys that are in the Orlando area, right, there's always opportunities with email development, especially here in Florida, because Florida's industry majority is going to be, how you call this, like tourism, right? So the way how these companies get people to come into either their theme parks, their, you know, hotels, etc., right? A lot of attraction and entertainment companies, they're gonna go in and use email to be able to attract customers to come in and become repeat buyers. So email is always gonna be a good thing for you guys. Okay, so if you're in the Florida area, the best thing that you could do is learn email development, right? Learn CMS systems. That's what they use here. Okay. Yes, there's a couple of companies that they might do like more things like Node.js, Next, right? Or even like Java. But most of the time, what you're going to notice is that you have certain industries that use certain tools. So it's CMS, CRMs, and of course, email marketing. All right. By the way, that's what we specialize at codingphase.com. For those of you guys that don't know and you haven't checked it out, guys, codingphase.com is 50% off right now. We are on that Black Friday discount right now, so take advantage. Okay. As you can see, this is what we call crackhead prices. This is like me showing up to your house with a 90-inch screen TV, OLED LG that costs $4,000, $5,000, and I'll be like, yo, bro, how much you want to give me for this? You know what I'm saying? I'm showing up with a big ass TV to your house. It's like, yo, this is what we call crackhead prices. Okay, $30 a month is $1 a day. 182 for the year is 50 cents a day. Okay, at that point, any one of you guys can afford this. There's no excuse for you guys to go in and be like, well, Joe, it's too much. Bro, it's $30. Okay, to be honest with you, if you want to come in and you want to try codingphase.com, come in, try it. You don't lose nothing. Okay, you get 7-day money back guaranteed, right? If you say, hey, Joe, this is not for me, here's your money, keep it moving. You get what I'm saying? We're not in the business of holding you hostage. Okay, we're here to help people and the people that want the services that we provide. By the way, yes, we are dropping the new future-proof email developer course, which has been on pre-order all of this time. We're dropping it this Friday. Okay, that new course is going to have an interactive lesson. So not only are you learning through videos, but then from there you're going to be able to practice and see step by step how to go in and build emails, so you could go in and do this for companies. Okay, it's not that difficult. It's actually pretty simple, pretty straightforward. It's HTML, CSS, and then from there your job is to basically use the services like, let's say, MailChimp, Klaviyo, ConvertKit, Constant Email, Salesforce Marketing Cloud, to be able to take those emails templates and put it within those platforms, and then from there set up the campaigns. Okay, we teach you all of that at codingphase.com using Klaviyo and using ConvertKit. So again, once you learn one platform, you pretty much know all of them because they all do the same thing. Okay, so shout out to every single one of you guys that's in here. Like I said, take advantage. Okay, don't be that guy or that girl that, a week from now is like, yo, Joe, can I get that discount? No. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Okay, so at the end of the day, take advantage when it's there. All right, it don't cost you nothing to come into Coding Phase and try it out. All right, so again, front end developer, $98,000 to $130,000, right? Again, always remember, whenever you see this high, salaries, always remember they're going to want experience with this. And if it's not experience, they're going to want you to have a certain background. Put the odds in your favor. Don't put the odds against you. Okay, if you know you don't have a computer science degree, if you know you never worked doing any type of development, right? Make it easier on you and go for the roles that's going to allow you to get that first job easily. Now, if you have all the time in the world, yes, you could sit down right here, learn all of these skills that's here, right? Learn front end, learn full stack, right? Learn Angular, learn a million different things, CI/CD tools, core language, database, right? You could go in and spend 9 months learning all of this, okay? And then from there, you're going to sit your ass for another year and a half to almost 2 years waiting for somebody to give you a chance. I don't believe in just waiting for someone to give me a chance. What I do is I say, well, if what you're looking for is experience, let me get into jobs that don't require me to have a lot of experience or any experience. And then from there, use those jobs to get experience to then apply to jobs like this. You get what I'm saying? Because if you go in and you work at a company and you say, well, I worked at Disney as an email developer, and now you decide to go in and apply to, Universal Music Group as a software engineer, right? They're going to look at your track record of the work that you did at Disney. Now, they're going to look at the fact that you worked in a team. They're going to look at the fact that you actually work with the marketing team, the design team, right? That you worked there for 6 months, a year, 2 years, whatever long you decide to work at that company, right? And you've been doing development. Now they give you a chance. What's the chance? They give you the interview. It's not a guarantee that you're going to get this $100,000 job, but now they're giving you a look, right? So all that time that you've been working at quote unquote Disney as an email developer, you now go in and you practice your lead code, your algorithm questions, you practice your design skills, right? Design architecture, right? You practice your interview, right? Being able to be comfortable and answer questions in an interview, right? And now you have a year to do this. But guess what? You've been getting paid. So instead of you sitting down, spending 9 months learning all of this stuff, and then from there waiting a year and a half or God knows how long until somebody gives you a chance, you do it the right way, which is you build yourself up, you put money in your pocket so you don't look like a bum, okay? The worst thing that you want to be is a guy that's out here unemployed for X amount of months, still learning some shit that's not getting him results, okay? So for me, this is the route. I go in and I look for opportunities for you guys so you guys can get in as quickly as possible, because you're not going to get the $100,000, salaries without a really good degree, right? Because all degrees is not equal. You showed up with a community college degree and you think that qualifies you to get a job at Google. You're wrong, okay? So you have to do this shit the right way. You go in, you use the system. The system always going to prioritize experience. So you go into roles that allow you to get in there with 0 to no experience, like to get in. Okay. So once you do that, you use that role to get you to the next role. Okay. Shout out to everybody that's in here. Let me see. Renee through here. What's up, Renee? Renee says, I got myself an interview next week for email developer / designer. Nice. Okay. What happened to the role you had, Renee? Wasn't you working at some company, or you trying to job stack? Renee trying to eat them all. He's like, yo, I'm going to get this one and I'm going to get another one. Let's continue looking in here, man. Stop being greedy, man. Some people need some jobs out here. Renee's like, yeah, I'm about to catch them all, bro. That's on them. That ain't my business. Yeah, there's somebody, I saw this on Reddit the other day. Somebody was talking about this, like, yeah, people are greedy. I'm seeing people that have 2-3 jobs. And it's like, bro, that's not on them. That's on you. Like, yo, if they could qualify for the role and they could do a good job there in multiple jobs, it is what it is. They're just leveraging their skills and the experience that they have. You get what I'm saying? Like, we can't be mad at it. Okay? But I know some people, they get pissed. They're like, man, this is messed up. There's people job stacking. It's like, bro, what you expect? Like, if a guy could get 85 at a company and get another 85 at another company, why wouldn't he get that 170? Right? Wouldn't you do it? Now, if you can't do it, that's on you. Yeah, sometimes people get mad. People hate when other people doing good. Right? Why is that? Right? Why is it that people go in and be like, they so worry about the next person? Worry about you. Worry about what's your situation. You know what I'm saying? That's how I live my life. I don't be looking at what's left, what's right, who's doing better than me or who's doing less than me. I'm focused about me, and I'm only worried about me. Okay? If you do that, then now you can't get disappointed. You can't feel bad because, man, I'm not doing so well. Bro, the only thing that you could compare yourself is yourself. If last year you was making 50,000 and this year you're making 75, guess what? There's progress. You know, Joe from 2024 is now doing better than 2025. Now, if you go in and you say, damn, I'm doing worse than what I did in 2024, then that's a problem. That's something now you could compare. Then you say, okay, I got to do better this year. Okay. Same thing for 2026. If you're getting 75 this year and you could go in and say, well, 2026, I'm doing the same thing, you got to change something. Gotta learn a new skill. Gotta put yourself out there. Apply to another job. Talk to your other recruiters. Talk to people in HR. Ask for a freaking promotion. Do what you have to do so you could go in and level up. Comparing yourself to you, right? If you go in and start comparing yourself to everybody else, you don't know everybody's Carfax. You get what I'm saying? Always remember that. There's things that you're not willing to do that other people are willing to do. So that's the fact. Sometimes people are doing much, much better than you. But the fact is that you might not be willing to be, open up an OnlyFans. Or you might not be willing to go in and scam somebody. Or you might not be willing to go in and give your personal life and be like, well, I'm just not going to do nothing. And I'm just going to focus on code 24/7. Guess what? Maybe that guy, he's willing to change, to go in and trade that. Right now, you might be young. Right now, you might be outside. You're like, bro, I'm happy with that 85. I don't need that 150 right now because I'm living a good lifestyle, right? And that's the thing. Sometimes we got to go and start thinking like that, because then it's not a coping mechanism. Somebody might say, well, that's coping. No, it's not coping. It's like, you're realizing, hey, I'm not willing to do that shit. I don't want to do that, right? And the money is not going to make me happy if I start doing that to get more money. I'd rather be here where I'm at, where I'm happy, and I'm living a great lifestyle. That's how I look at it, right? Let me see. Reading through here. Let's see what else we have in here. We're going to go into searching directly into the actual titles, right? So we search HTML. There's a lot of jobs there, but I want to go in and I want to search email. Let's search email developer remote. So, okay, we know the Orlando one. We know this one. This is Moore Holdings LLC. This is in Maryland. Okay. Let me also filter this. Let me see if I can filter this by date. Okay. And search. Okay, let me see. So these are the ones that's listed the last 5 days. So here we go. Email copywriter. So this is a little bit different. Email coordinator, multitracks.com. This is in Cedar Park, Texas. Man, I'm dying to move to Texas, yo. Every time I see Texas or Georgia, I get like a little butterfly effect in my stomach. I'm like, man, I can't wait to get out of here. I got one more year in Florida and we're getting the hell out of here, guys. I want to go into a new land. You know what I mean? Even though I am going to miss Florida, I love the weather here. But I think I'm going to like the weather in Texas or Georgia. You know what I mean? It's almost the same shit. They're both in the South. You get what I'm saying? Okay, content specialist, email. Okay, boom, boom, running through here. Okay, let's see. Assist conducting A/B testing. Okay. All right, so here you go. Mature and personal Christian belief, right? So it's a Christian company. So it's good, man. Past experience, HubSpot, email analytics, GA4 preferred, right? So again, content specialist, emails. Let me see what else we have in here. This is the only thing that I like about what is it? Indeed, you could filter by the title specifically. So let me see if I could do this here. Okay, I guess not. I can't. Let me see if I do it like this. Okay. Yeah, because here it's like keyword based. So instead of like showing you exactly the title, they go in and show you they only show you how you call this thing. They show you everything that's connected to it. So you'll see every single type of job that's out here. Okay, let me see. Focus Charlie, work at home data entry, administrative assistant, program, full stack developer. Okay, email marketing specialist, HubSpot, contractor, 50 to 60,000. This independent contract, part-time or project-based. All right. Let's see what else we have in here. By the way, guys, definitely leave a message in the channel right here on the chat so I could go in and read it, and also to answer your questions. And yeah, we could go and have a conversation. Okay, let me see. Renee says, I still have my current position, but as a contractor, I'm coming up on my 3rd month, and I did hear they might get me in full time, but till I see an offer in my inbox, just I'll be looking just in case. Very smart man. Not putting everything in one basket. He's like, all right, bro, it's a contract position. Okay, I'm on my 3rd month, and just in case, I'm gonna put myself out there. Right? Once they give me that shit in writing, then we discuss what we're gonna do after that. But I'm not putting it on somebody else's hands. Very smart man. Shout out to you, Renee. Okay, you learned from the best. You've been listening over the years. Okay, smart man. Okay, reading through here. What's up? Magdu says this is down the street for me. Nice. Okay. Christian Coles, can you find any junior front end positions? I mean, we could look for it, bro. But to be honest with you, bro, like every quote unquote junior front end developer position is not really a junior front end developer position. So you might as well just search front end developer. Because right now, like most of these companies, even if they put junior front end developer, one, they're asking for experience, or you got to have with a certain background. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to save you from this, right? You could definitely go into front end development, right? But you have to understand it's like getting a lottery ticket. I give you this lottery ticket, right? You already clearly you're looking for those type of jobs, right? Which means you already have the skills. So now what you got to do is you got to take this ticket and sit down somewhere. One of these days, somebody's going to call you up. So what you do is you apply to every front-end developer role. If it says junior, if it's front-end, right? If it says React, let's just say that's what you're specialized in, right? You apply to every single one of these jobs. Somebody there is going to call you one day. When is that date? I don't know. You don't know. Nobody here knows. Okay? Everyone that you know of, everyone here probably in the chat, they probably know the same thing as you. So what happens is that by having so many people knowing the exact same thing, everyone's applying to those same positions. So if I'm trying to find a job now, I'm not applying to the same thing that everybody else is applying, right? Like as you can see right now, we have what? 35 people here live. This is good. If I was to make a live stream about React or Next.js, we will have 300, 500 people in here, right? So for me to help you, I got to go in and do the type of jobs that will allow you to get a job quickly. Because I want you to win, man. I want you to get a job. I want you to make some money. I want you to get experience. Because once you get experience, all of these jobs that you want to get is going to be much easier. But the truth is that, bro, you don't have to believe me, but go look at everybody else's situation right now, how it is with front-end development. And it doesn't matter if it's junior, front-end, like, or even mid-level, senior. It's just too many people applying to the same role. Every single person that you could think of, that's all they know. So how do you go in and you stand out? You do research. You figure out what are the things that companies are in need of, right? And what industries industries are in need of developers or people just with technical skills. So you have e-commerce, right? You have companies that do some type of entertainment, right? And there's a couple of other ones, right? But I'm gonna stick with those two for now to keep it simple, right? In e-commerce, you're gonna need people who can manage a store, right? So you have Shopify. Shopify is the number one e-commerce platform in the world. Okay, it's bigger than WordPress. It's bigger than everything out there. Big commerce is Shopify. Whenever you go to Instagram, whenever you go to TikTok, whenever you see an ad here on YouTube, I guarantee you 90% of those websites where they're trying to sell you a product is built on Shopify. So what does that tell you? That's an ecosystem that has a lot of companies. And guess what? Those companies could be small companies, medium-sized companies, could be enterprise level, huge Fortune 500 companies, right? But they're all using Shopify. And the people that are not using Shopify are switching to Shopify. So if you are a front-end developer, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, all of these things, the number one thing that I would do is I will say, I want to learn Shopify. Why? Because no one else out of all the zombie horde that's out here that's like running to React, like, right? Everybody that's doing the same shit, they're not even paying attention to Shopify. So in this pond of front-end developer, you are a tiny fish. In the Shopify ecosystem, you are a big fish. You stand out. There's multiple roles that you could do. You could do Shopify developer, right? Which is you're basically, or let's say product editor, right? Which is working for a company, managing their online store. The store is already built, and your job is to go in and change the prices, change, the products. You might even love that, right? Especially if you work for a good brand that you're interested in, right? You get to see all the products. You be part of the team of the launch, etc. Your job is managing that store. You could be a Shopify theme developer. That's a front-end developer that knows how to work with Shopify's API. Back-end, you could become a Shopify app developer, a Shopify Plus developer. That's how you're gonna go in and get a job quickly, by standing out and niching down to a specific niche that has a high demand but low supply. Okay? If we was to search, let me see if I could go in Google Trends, okay? And we was to search right now, let's search Next.js. Okay. All right. This again, we could go deeper into this, but if we was to go in and search Next.js Shopify development, this is what people are searching for. This lets you know like what people are searching for. And most likely the people are searching Next.js, a business owner is not searching Next.js, right? They don't even know about that. The average person that's trying to build a store or build a business, they're not searching Next.js. You know who's searching Next.js? Other developers. So if we go in, right, same thing with like Shopify development. Most people are not going to search Shopify development. The people that are searching Shopify development are developers. Okay? So if you search Next.js or Shopify development, you could see in here the actual, in a sense, interest for these two things. Okay? Let's see globally. Let me see if we could go worldwide. Okay? Huge difference. Okay? Huge difference of what people are searching for. Like Shopify development is getting a score of 0. Okay? Like literally. Now let's go in and search. I can't type. Okay, so look at this, right? Now, front end development also too is getting a really low score. So let's go in and that's how much people are searching Next.js. Like, that even like front end development, right? It's not even like a good keyword, right? Let's search React. Okay, now it gets crazy, right? So if you was like, okay, I'm a front end developer, and you learn front end development in the last, I don't know, let's say the last 4 or 5 years, okay, this is where the market is at right now. Okay, this is how many people is interested in React alone. Okay, all right, it makes even Next.js look like a baby. So if you was to go in that ecosystem, this is your competition. You're seeing it right there. It's right in front of you. If we go in and search email development, okay, let's remove React because React is ridiculous how much interest there is in that. Okay, email development is now getting a little bit more, right, traction, but still nowhere near Next.js. Okay, let's see over here. Okay, boom, boom, boom. So yeah, this is just, again, we're using Google Trends and we're doing like a quick search just to compare, right? But in reality, like, yeah, it gets crazy. Like, if we search, let's say, Salesforce Marketing Cloud, okay, and most of the times that people's gonna search Salesforce Marketing Cloud is gonna be like marketers, right? But still way below. So for development itself, let's minus 10 points. Let's say it's getting a 9 compared to Next.js, which is getting a 64, which is a keyword that we know for sure that if you're searching Next.js, you are a developer. Nobody else is searching for Next.js. Okay? So so yeah, it's one of those situations where you got to go in and be like, okay, look at the data, right? Look at what's happening in the industry and then make a decision. All right? So yeah, if you want to go in and apply to front-end developer jobs, apply to them, right? And it doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter if you apply to junior or front-end developer or junior or regular front-end or mid-level or senior. It's the same thing. That market is so flooded with people. Like, you just buying a ticket. You're getting your ticket and you got to wait there until somebody comes in and calls your number. Okay? Rafael DJ says, let's see. Question about the challenge. I want to make an email. Is Foundation allowed or vanilla from scratch HTML coding? You can use whatever you want. By the way, for anybody that's watching this, right now we have a challenge on codingphase.com. Okay? Anyone can be part of this. I want you to be part of it, right? You are a subscriber to the channel. You are somebody that knows how to code. You are somebody that have some skills. Maybe this can help you. This exposure that you're about to get from this challenge, right, could help you out. Okay, so basically right now, if you come to codingphase.com, okay, of course we have a 50% off. You could sign up, $30, right? It's $1 a day. Come in, get started, get access to all of the services. But if you're part of the community, like, yo, Joe, I love you, but to be honest, I don't think I might need your services. I still want you to come in and be part of the community, right? So come in, click community, okay? And then from there, once you're in, you click here, right? It's gonna let you register. It's gonna bring you to the home page, right? It's gonna show you basically, hey, do you want to upgrade or not? You just go in and click on community, okay? Once you come here to the community, you click the challenges. Okay, we got 7 participants. 7 people is already ready to come in and be part of the challenge. 1 person already submitted to this. Okay, so again, come in, guys. Whoever gets the most upvotes wins. So my suggestion to you guys is, even if you're not gonna be part of the challenge, right? Come in and join. Okay, come in and join so you could vote. And basically, you're gonna be able to see the projects that people submit. The project itself is basically a challenge to build a web page, right? To build an email, to build a store, to build a application, to build a game, whatever it is. This is the scenario. American Harvest Foods is launching their annual Thanksgiving marketing campaign focused on family, gratitude, and seasonal recipes. The brand to expand its digital presence with a new landing page to support its holiday promotions, partnership with grocery stores, community giving initiatives. Okay, so at this point, you could think of anything, right? You could think of, hey, it could be a place for people to come in, maybe register, sign up for an email. It could be a landing page like that. It could be an email for sending it out to all the people who have registered. It could be an email to remind people of this event, let's say for Thanksgiving. It could be a turkey drive. It could be a church. It could be, like I said, a game. You can build a little side-scrolling game with a turkey running around and running away from a guy with with a fork and knife. Be creative, okay? This is the point of this challenge. This challenge is to really get you to start building things that solve a problem for real companies, because believe it or not, this is what you're going to be doing. Okay, when I used to work for companies, right, in Creative Circle, I got the pleasure to work with the company that does Lucky Charms. Now, I was a front-end developer. At the time, I didn't know about creating a game. I didn't know about JavaScript, like to build a game, working with sprites, working with all of these things. And that was my job. I got hired to do that, right, as a contractor for that company. It was a 2-month project, right? Knocked it out. And guess what? When you open up the Lucky Charms box, in the back, they will say, hey, go to this URL, and you will go in and play the game that I've made, right? Guess what? This is things that you're going to have to do for brands. It could be a game. It could be a landing page. It could be an email. I'm trying to make you guys active and teach you the skill of being creative, okay? In this day and age, it's not about what you know, right? It's how you know how to do things to solve problems. Because you could be an expert at React, but you still don't know how to build an application that will solve a problem. This is something that a lot of people go in and have issues with. Like you'll see them, they'll be like, man, I don't know what projects to build. Guess what? I'm giving you a really good project. I'm giving you the scenario. I'm giving you examples, and I'm telling you exactly what you should be doing for it. It's free. Come in, come join. I want to see some of your projects. I want to see how many of you guys can come up with something creative. And you know what? I might create my own challenge. I might create the first one of the first projects in here. I'm going to be your competition now. You know what I'm saying? Come in. I want to see what people come up with. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Rafael DJ saying, hey, I'm about to do an email for this. Hey, do I use Foundation or can I use vanilla HTML for coding? Use whatever you want, Rafael. Be creative. Build whatever you want to build. Again, the goal for this is not to win something, right? Even though we are going to give a $50 gift card to one of whoever wins it, right? But the goal is to get you active. This is something that we're going to be doing constantly. This is the new wave of Coding Phase. We're going back to 2017. In 2017, I used to have this channel like a reality show where I will bring in developers, give them a challenge and a weekly challenge, and they will come in and build it. And the audience will come in and also build it with them. Now we're going in. We have this new platform. It's beautiful. Okay, come check out Coding Phase. Okay, this is everything that we wish we would have had the last 8 years. Everything that we've been able to learn, the good things, the bad things, how, the things that we're missing, we added within codingphase.com. You're not dealing with some random crazy dude that is like, man, he just popped up today. Bro, we've been doing this shit for 8 years. We have enough data to know exactly what helps people get in the game, okay? What helps people become better developers and actually get paid, okay? So these projects that we are going to be doing on the challenges that anyone can be part of, right? Like I said, it's 100% for free. Okay, just come in, join the community. All right. Again, there's nothing that you're gonna come in here and be like, man, it was like shit, I gotta pay for this shit. It's free. I'm giving it to you. I'm taking my time to go in and do these challenges, go over everybody's challenges, and also too, I'm gonna highlight it here on this YouTube channel. This channel has over 100,000 subscribers. Okay, one of these videos could easily go viral and help you land a position. By the way, just in case you didn't know, we've done it plenty of times where by us highlighting people, they've gotten roles. I have a video where we got over 1 million views on a portfolio review that we did, that I took it down. This is how you know I don't care about views. I only care about, helping people out, right? And I'll show you right now. Boom, boom, go to views. This video right here got 1.2 million views. This video helped this dude get a job. I believe he was in I can't remember if it was Serbia, right? He found a job because people found him on this channel, okay? And guess what? It's private. You know what? Let's bring it back live. I haven't put this live in a minute, so if y'all want to go check out that video, y'all can see it. I don't care about views. I care about helping people out. So at the end of the day, if we're doing all of this, come in, be part of it. Okay? If I'm doing this, it's for a reason. Okay? It's going to help you out because it's going to get you in this zone of building real projects. And you're going to understand the difference between building a bullshit project that you do when you're practicing something and building something that is going to be for a business, a client. And then now most of these projects that you have here in this challenge, you could reuse it for yourself and put in your portfolio. I'm giving you probably the best portfolio project that you have. And if you do a really good job, we're going to highlight it. We're going to make a video about it. And we're going to go in and say, hey, this is the winner of the challenge. Come in, be part of it. Okay. It don't cost you nothing. Okay. It don't cost you nothing to come into codingphase.com, click community, register, and then from there, be part of the participants. Okay. You could come in and and build it, yourself. Like you say, hey, I want to build this by hand. I want to build it by hand. Go ahead. You want to vibe code it? It's fine. Because if you know how to do it, right, and you use AI to help you build this project much faster, hey, you're using the tools how it's supposed to. Now, if you go in there and you be like, I don't even know how to code, Joe, I'm just going to go in and build some shit. Go ahead for it, right? But at the end of the day, like, you didn't learn shit from it. You know what I'm saying? Always use AI once you already know how, whatever it is that you want to build, or, you know how that shit works. Don't use AI as a crutch. Because one day you might be in an office, Wi-Fi goes off, and they're like, hey, man, can you build something that you got it on your local computer? But you're like, yeah, man, but the Wi-Fi, bro, you don't know how to fucking code. And when you go into interviews, there's no AI in there. That's on you. You got to answer those questions. You got to go back and forth and explain how the project works. That's the shit, right? So AI is a great tool, but you can't use it as a crutch, okay? Now, if you just do that, you do this shit as a hobby, go ahead, vibe code your life away. You know what I'm saying? Who am I to stop you? But if you trying to do this shit professionally, you got to use AI as an assistant, not as a crutch. I'm like, I don't know how to do this shit. Let me get AI to do it. That's not good. No bueno. You're not going to learn anything like that. Let me see. Reading through here. Reading through here. Yes. So yeah, Kristen Coates. Yeah, that's the problem right now with front end development, bro. Like, look, if I was to go back into my videos, 2017, right? And we could go into this. Let me see. Go by date, right? We like to go in by pulling up the facts. Okay. Okay. If we go into like 2017, right? 2017, 2018. Okay. This is what I was telling people. Don't learn Vue.js if you know Angular or React. Why? At the time, Vue.js had no jobs. Vue.js was like a how you call this thing? Like a experimental framework. Now in 2025, Vue.js is legit. It's an alternative to React, and a lot of companies are using it. So yeah, you could use Vue.js now, right? But if you look at all of the stuff that I have in here, my old school videos, go to my oldest videos, you will see that I was telling people a lot. Hey, you got to learn front end, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, right? And learn React. And a lot of people got results with that advice. But that was 2017. 2025, I cannot give you the same advice that I was giving in 2027 or 2017 because the industry has shifted. And that's the cool thing about this channel, right? There's people that their whole channel is React. Like their whole channel is React. Like we go in and we search right now. React SaaS. Let's say this is something that a lot of people are searching for. Okay. We go in and we search just this keyword. Okay. Again, there's no shots to any of these creators. They doing what they have to do. They get paid for views and they get paid for, affiliate links and other services. Their job is not to get people results. Their job is to teach you what you're looking for. Okay. So when you go in and you look at a job and you say, well, top paying job is $100,000, that instructor, that YouTuber, it's supposed to give you what you want because he gets paid because of the views. He gets paid because of the engagement. So his business model is different than my business model. My business model is people pay me to help them get results. So once you already tried everything out there and you're like, man, I can't figure some shit out, or man, I'm not getting no results, then you come to me and I come in and I say, hey, this is what the market is looking like. This is the things that you got to be focusing on. Okay. But when you go in and you go through, let's say React SaaS, right? Or you search SaaS app, whatever. These are the channels that you're going to see. Okay. Their business model is not to get you results. Their business model is not to get you a job. Their business model is to give you what you were searching for. Okay. You were searching for, React. So they're going to create that video for React. If there's a huge demand or a huge trend for React of search results, people's going to make those videos. And you think that that's what's the best tool or the best thing to learn or whatever it is, right? And the truth is that you got to do your own research because you don't understand their business model. Their business model is not to get you a job. Their business model is to teach you a skill that you were searching for. That's the difference. Okay? So if you're looking for a job in 2025 and you're looking at the wrong channels for the right information, like you're going to go with the wrong advice. Now, what they are doing is not wrong because they're creating what you're searching for. But what you're actually looking for is not React. You're looking for your first job, your first opportunity. So, it makes sense because it makes sense because it's true. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just facts, bro. Unfortunately, that's the thing. When you're a beginner, you just like searching, right? And you don't really know like what's the thing that I'm supposed to be doing. You're still so early on. The guys that's been here for 5-10 years or more, they know how the industry works, right? When we see some shit on YouTube, we know that shit is like propaganda, that we know that shit is like a clickbait. We know that shit is like, hey, they're doing what people are searching for. We know the business model, right? For me, I could be here. Look, right now we got 40 people in here. Like, I don't care. I could go in and create the videos, that same shit that everybody else does, and get 100, 200,000, visitors every freaking video. But that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for actually helping people get a job, actually helping people get into the game. So I have to give you an advice that's current to today. 2017 was React. That was the edge. No one knew React. No one knew even Node.js. It was like so niche that when someone knew it, it's like, oh shit, he must be really good. Oh shit, like, you know, like, because the old school guys, the old heads, they didn't know React at the time. I'm telling you, I went through the whole stage. I started with Angular 1, right? Backbone, JS, YUI, right? Knockout. We have freaking jQuery. I'm from that era, right? React came in, changed everything. Look up why there's no Angular 2. You know, if we go into ChatGPT, let's see. What happened to Angular 2? Oh, let's see. So there was Angular 1.1, right? Right. So then there was Angular 2, which was gonna be basically the following, right, of Angular, version 2. But then React came out, and React shifted the whole industry for component based, right? And then from there they said, well, this shit looks nothing like Angular 1, so now we're gonna have to switch over. Instead of doing Angular 2, and we're just gonna call this Angular, basically doing a reset. And then from there, they follow everything else from Angular with versions, right? And they look, there wasn't even an Angular 3. They just went into Angular 4. Okay. So again, I've been in this whole era. I know how this whole shit has been through this whole industry. It's the same thing like when people come in and be like, man, I can't find a job right now. This, and that. Why this game so saturated? I'm like, the game is not saturated. The game went back to fundamentals. The game went back to how it used to be. You know, 2019, 2020. We could go to the history books, right? My channel is a history lesson of what has been happening every year. If you go into my channel and watch one video of each year, you'll see exactly where we was at that point. Okay. I did a video called Golden Age, Golden Ticket. Okay. Right through here. Okay. So this was a video 8 years ago. Programming software and web development is your golden ticket. This was back then. Okay. And there was a whole bunch of, other videos that we did. Look at young Joe, no grades, no nothing. Damn, bro, how time flies by, right? Shit. This was probably like one of my second videos. Why do companies hire junior developers? Okay, look at this. Don't make this mistake. $65,000 per month with no frameworks, right? Again, go into the history books, right? But like I was saying, 2019, right? We will say there was a shift. There was a starting of a shift of like, okay, we're hiring a lot. We need a lot of people, right? 2020, 2021, people were getting hired left and right without even having the skills. I've seen people that got hired. And I'm like, this person got hired? This person don't even know how to code. Like, I've seen people that even, I don't want to name no names, right? But there's people that I will be like, this person got a job. And like, they did like the most basic thing on coding phase. Like, yo, they went in, they one course on the basics of JavaScript, future-proof JavaScript. They did one, real estate app that we had on React. And next thing you know, they got a job. Nowadays, they don't even mention coding phase, but it is what it is. Some of you guys might know who it is. But these individuals got a job off just the one project. That shit is not happening no more. Right? Why? Because now we went back to how it was when I started. 2011, 2012, where there was a lot of people trying to get jobs, but there wasn't a lot of jobs to give. So companies go in and prioritize the jobs for people who have experience, people who have degrees from major universities, right? And then from there, everybody else is, third choice. Once they can't find nobody in this two little pile, then they go into all of us, right? That's how it is. But guess what? This is why it's so important to get your first job, because there are jobs that will give you your first opportunity with no experience and get you in. Once you have that experience, now you are part of this group, the group of people with experience and people with degrees. Until you have experience, your last choice. And that's where the market is at right now. So you have to choose certain skills that give you an edge, that give the odds in your favor. Like right now, if somebody tells me, hey, what would I learn? Right? I will learn email development, and I will probably learn something called Braze. Right? Again, this is what I get paid for. I don't get paid for entertainment. I don't get paid for YouTube, right? I get paid for this part, okay? This is where Joe makes his bread at, okay? Doing that research, finding out what's happening in the industry, looking at conferences, talking to other recruiters, to other people that's in the game, to go in and find out what's happening next, okay? I'll go in and show you guys right now. This is my analytics, right? When you see me on YouTube, like, yo, don't get paid for this shit. This is $200. $200. This shit is for me to pay a fucking cell phone bill. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't do this shit for that, right? So where I make my bread is actually getting people results, and I have to know all of these things in the industry and what's happening. Always remember this. I'm like a guy who is a recruiter for the NBA, right? I don't work in the NBA, but I'm a recruiter for the NBA. So I have to know what's happening with all the prospects all over the country. So when somebody comes in and says, yo, Joe, who's the best player in high school playing shooting guard? Well, it's Lamar Johnson. He's in Virginia Tech, Virginia's high school, whatever. That's my job. I get paid for that. That specific skill. That's where the bread is at for me, okay? So when I tell you right now, right, the next skill that you want to go in and really pay attention to is Braze. Okay? Braze right now is giving a run for its money to Salesforce. Salesforce is one of the biggest companies in the world. Okay? Okay. So again, this $225, right? This is a stock that's been going up. It's a company that's been making a lot of money over the years. And the reason they make a lot of money is because every corporate company uses them, okay? It's an ecosystem. Now, this company is new, Braze. Braze is the next frontier, right? It has a better dashboard. It has cleaner, I don't know how to explain it, but it's much better in the sense of just the experience, right? Salesforce, right? Salesforce is old school. It's like watching, old school movies from the 80s, right? It's like very corporate, very old school. Braze is new kid on the block, new design, new way to set up things, right? Set up automations. They're working with AI. They have a bunch of different products, right? They focus on, campaigns, omni channels, right? Email, SMS, WhatsApp. They have a whole bunch of stuff. And a lot of companies are switching over, right? You see MetLife, Delivery, Canva, HBO Max, TurboTax, Rakuten, Chime, The Guardian. You get where I'm going with this? So now, if you're looking for a skill to learn, right? And hey, I'm a front-end developer. Hey, I'm a full-stack developer, whatever. But I'm trying to get a job. What I care about is making that $80, $90, $100,000. The job title is irrelevant. That's another thing too that people forgot. In a market like this, you have to understand that the job title is irrelevant. You get paid to solve problems. You don't get paid to be a front-end developer, to be an expert in React, to be a Node.js developer. That shit is irrelevant. You don't get paid for that. You get paid for solving a problem with your technical skills, right? So if you think like this and you understand this, you're going to go in and you're going to look at opportunities that's here. Okay? Opportunities that's right in front of you. Something like this, Braze, right? If you know that, you're golden. You're going to be golden for the next 5-10 years. It's an ecosystem. Same thing with Shopify. The people that came in and listened to me in 2020, 2021, and I say, hey guys, Shopify is about to explode. Everybody's going to be opening up stores, and it happened. It was already building up from the early 2010s with the drop shipping. Then from there came in the pandemic when everybody was at home. It was like, yo, I need to start selling something. I need to start making some money. People started making online stores. A lot of those stores became big brands. Guess what? Now everyone's using Shopify. You learn Shopify, you already, and you follow what I told you in 2020. Right now, you will have 4 years of experience under your belt. And if you do it right and you learn the skills the right way, now you're a Shopify app developer, building your own applications, making $20,000, $30,000 with your own app. Again, but what do I know? I'm just a random dude with a hat on, right? So again, what's the next frontier? This is it. CRMs, right? This idea that like, oh, we're going to be building websites for everybody. A lot of companies don't need you to build shit from scratch. There's companies that already do that. And when you are a beginner developer, the companies that's building the tools, they're looking for people who are experts, who have degrees in certain fields and have experience. Those are the people building the tools. So where do you fit in as a new person that don't have a big degree, that don't have a lot of experience? Well, you fit in the companies that are using the tools. Tools that other developers at a higher tier have built. Okay? Or we could separate this by engineers. The engineers making the tools, the developers are building the shit that we got to build. So now this is where the game is at. Now you could go in, you could try to fight the game, you could cry on TikTok and be like, oh my God, I got laid off, I can't find a job. You got hired in the middle of the pandemic when they were throwing developers at the problem. Now that shit is gone. We don't need you. So now you have to pivot. You got to do a Euro step, right? You got to do a Euro step, right? You do the Euro step, and now you pivot with your technical skills, and you get paid as much as you was getting paid before with the new careers and the new skills that's coming up. But what do I know? I'm just a random dude with a hat on, okay? Always remember that. I'm just a random, don't listen to me, I'm just a random dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a random dude on the internet talking shit with you guys. Now, you could listen to me, or you could be part of the success team, okay? By the way, for anybody that's watching this, you could come into codingphase.com. Literally is $30, okay? This is what we do. We focus on what's happening in the industry. We don't go in and teach you how to code. We teach you skills for specific jobs, okay? Right now, we have three career paths right now. This is what we're focusing in. Email development, Shopify development, web administration. You are a beginner, these are the things that you want to focus on. You know how to code already. You could build a couple of landing pages. You know some JavaScript. You want to jump into Shopify development. The next career path that's going to be coming now in December is CRM specialist, right? And implementation specialist. This is where we're going to go into using AI tools, using some of these agents to go in and solve problems for companies, right? We're going into Go High Level. We're going into NAN, right? We are going into that space. You might see some full stack developer career paths. You might see some front end developer career paths because we have the courses there. But that's not what we're going to focus on. If someone wants to come in and say, well, Joe, I want to be a full stack developer, the courses are there for you. The career path is there for you. What we talk about most of the time here is going to be the things that has jobs today. Because when people come to me, right, they're usually beginners trying to find their first job. That's my audience. Once you already have a job, guess what? You could continue going to the next tier. Go to the next person that can help you out for your next next role, or whatever it is. Or you could stay with me, I'll still help you out. But always remember, my job here is to help beginners transition their career into tech and make it easier for them. Again, for anybody that's watching this is interested in this and what we offer, codingphase.com, literally right now, $30. You don't have to believe me. You could go into the success stories. You could look at the comments. You could look at the chat, okay? There's a lot of people that have came through codingphase.com. We got thousands of students that have came through codingphase.com and have found success. And they're not even on the success stories on the Hall of Fame. Not everyone sends their story. But we still got 60 plus people in here. That's the people that wanted to share their story. And then you'll see, go through the comment section on every video, and you'll be like, yo, Joe's legit. Joe, help me find this job. Yo, there's a reason we've been doing this shit. We're going on our 9th year. We started 2017, right? In 2027, after this year coming up, we're going to have 10 years doing this. No one else does this how we do it. Everyone teaches how to code. We teach skills to get jobs and make money. That's it. All right. Shout out to everybody that's in here, guys. I really appreciate that you guys are part of this. Shout out to my boy, Lawrence. Lawrence calls it big facts. Listen to Joe. Shout out to Lawrence. Go follow him too. He's on TikTok. He's on Twitter. Super legit guy. Developer advocate. Proud member of codingphase.com. Big Lawrence, aka Big One Syrian. This the one of the original members of codingphase.com. He's on the success stories on Coding Phase. Have shown a lot of love to the platform. I've shown him a lot of love. I consider him a friend. Definitely go follow him. And I'm proud of everything that he's done. Okay, he's done more bigger things than me. I haven't even done a conference. I get invited to do conferences, but I'm scared. I don't know. I don't like big crowds. But my boy Lawrence, he goes in there. He does it like it's nothing. He's like, all right, guys, you got me mic'd up. He goes in there, boom, boom, does his presentation. Go check him out, man. Go follow my guy. Let me see if I find. I watch almost all his conferences and events. Let me see if I find Lawrence. Let me see. What's a good conference so we could send people to? Lawrence. Let me see. What's a good conference that you've done that we could plug it in so people could check out what you do? You know what I'm saying? Your TikTok lagging right now recently? Well, I mean, when you're busy, you know, social media goes second. You know what I mean? Like, that's like when people ask me, Joe, you haven't dropped a video. I'm like, bro, I'm out here doing shit. Like, I got things to do. I can't be on social media all day. I gotta work. But yeah, go check out my boy Lawrence. Let me see. Damn, what was the name of this conference? I saw you, Lawrence. Lawrence Code. There was one that was live. I can't find it right now. But go check out Lawrence D Codes. But yeah, man, let me see. Reading through here. Braces, everyone about to learn and get a certificate. Yeah, bro. I'm about to get my certificate. Yo, sometimes I'm like, yo, I don't do it because I'm so lazy. Like, I got so much other shit that I have to do. But shout out to my boy Johnny Lee, who's helping me out right now with, he's building a custom Salesforce. So, you know, you can't get access to Salesforce unless you actually pay for a license, right? So my boy Lawrence, no, Lawrence, sorry, my fault. My boy Johnny Lee, shout out to him. He's in Thailand right now. He's building a custom Salesforce. I saw it the other day, pretty legit. Johnny, if you're watching, shit is legit. And what's really cool is like we're gonna allow people to go in and use the platform, so they don't have to. In a sense, it's like you're gonna simulate everything that Salesforce Marketing Cloud has without having to pay for the big license. Okay, so that's gonna allow people to come in and learn their way around it, right? But yeah, man, after Johnny, shout out to Johnny. Johnny got like 20 freaking Salesforce certificates, bro. Like sometimes, you know, and it's great. It's great, guys. Look, when you come to me, my goal is to help you get started in your journey, get you in this game, right? Once you get in the game, you're gonna be out of here. You're gonna accomplish things that's even bigger than what I've ever accomplished, right? Like, shout out to Johnny, right? He comes from coding phase, boom. He came in, he listened to what I told him in 2020, 2021. Hey, you gotta learn Salesforce. The dude went deep into it. He has every certification from Salesforce. How many certifications I have from Salesforce? None. I just haven't had the time, right? I do so much shit, right? But this year, this is the beauty about having this new version of coding phase. It's gonna allow me to go in and go into all of these things that I've been wanting to do. Because the stuff that has slowed me down, again, it's not a bad thing. It's just understand, like, I'm very dedicated to my platform, dedicated to my students, right? And I've been doing that for so long, right? But this year, right, it's the last year where I'm really doing it like that. Now with the new version of Coding Phase, you have everything laid out for you there. I don't have to answer every email. I don't have to go in and hop on calls with everybody, right? I'm only doing that with the students that already signed up for 2025. Everybody else that signs up after that, they have everything already laid out for them. You get what I'm saying? So that's going to open up, you know, space and time for me to be able to go and do all this other cool shit that I've been wanting to do. Like right now we have Trader Planner, right? That's the next app that I'm like, okay, I gotta jump on that. I gotta launch it properly. I gotta promote it. I gotta do the videos. I gotta do a bunch of stuff for it. Also too, I want to start getting some certifications, and it's just for me, right? The way how I look at it is like a, how can I say this? It's like a backup plan. You know what I'm saying? In life, you always got to have a backup plan. If for whatever reason, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, you never know. I could be walking down a conference and I slap the shit out of somebody, right? Like, I don't know, walking down the street, some shit happened. Somebody says, yo, this guy's canceled. I still got a family. I still got kids to take care of, right? So I got to have a plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D, plan E, right? I gotta have multiple plans as backups of like, hey, what if everything's gone? What if something could happen, right? What if the fucking internet disappears? Like, what, like, you know what I'm saying? There's a EMP, right, sent out or some shit like that. No one has internet. How do I survive and take care of my kids, right? So I look at those certifications of things that I've been wanting to do, right, and been wanting to get, like Braze. Braze is the next frontier. I'm jumping on that, right? Get my certification for that, right? I know it's gonna be easy. Like, I know all this shit because I've used so many other platforms, but I never do the certification for it because it just takes time. But now I'm gonna have that time. I'm gonna have that freedom. I'm gonna have that extra time that I could go in and be like, guess what? I don't have to do meetings every Monday. Or, hey, I don't have to do a meeting on a Tuesday afternoon. Or the day that I'm off, I don't have to go in and do, answer emails or, be so hands-on with the students. Like, now everything's laid out in Coding Phase, bro. Like, at this point, that's why I put it at $30. At $30, that means, like, it's hands-off. Before, if I'm charging you, $90, $100, I'm hands-on, meaning that I'm looking at all the stuff that you're doing. I'm answering all your questions. At $30, you get all the courses, you get all the services, but I'm hands-off. Like, if you want me to do that for you, send me an email and we work something out, but I'm not doing it for $30. I'm not doing that for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's going to be great because it's going to open up the, time slots for me throughout the week. And that's one of the things that I want to do. I've been thinking about it, like Braze. I want to invest my time in that, right? That, and also too, I really like Salesforce, the Salesforce administrator certificate. So I might go in and get that one. Joe is coding, Adam Sandler and Hustle. Because I'll check your channel out. I have to watch the video. I already have some ideas for the channel. Nice. Let me see. They don't want to do the Euro step. They want to stay with the old march on the new battlefield. My yellow background bright as hell. Nah, it looks good. I think it's good contrast. I think, sometimes people, they choose different colors that you wouldn't be able to highlight. You know what I'm saying? Now imagine you go in, you put this shit purple, your background purple. Like you're gonna be like, all right, bro, we can't see that much in here. Here you have a good contrast. Like that's a good design. You got the red, you got the blue, you got a little brown skin, and you have the yellow background. It makes everything pop. So I think that's a really good icon for your account. See, like this one too. Renee has the blue, the orange, the yellow. So all of those colors complement each other. And then he has the shadows as black. So, yeah. Sometimes people don't even know about that. You know what I'm saying? Reading through here. Is the career path that you showed on Coding Phase different from the Tech Accelerator path? So the Tech Accelerator is pretty much like a combination of all three. So you have like web administrator, email developer, and Shopify, right? So it's basically the same thing. It's just split up in different ways, right? So it's the exact same thing. It's just like the Tech Accelerator is like, hey, do this 3 in this order. But if someone comes to codingphase.com and say, well, I just want to learn email development, they just start the career path of email developer. You know what I'm saying? Like it's up to you. I'm hands off for 2026. I'm hands off, meaning that like here's the platform, here's the career paths, here's the courses, here's the resume builder, here's the templates for your portfolio, here's the projects that you have to do for each career path for you to get hired, right? Here are challenges, here's everything. Everything is there laid out. But it means that I'm hands off, where now with the Tech Accelerator, I'm more hands on. I'm doing the meetings with you, I'm answering your emails, I'm doing this and that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a little bit different. That's the thing about the Tech Accelerator. Okay. Devin Gray said, I've never heard of Braze before today, but if they got a certificate, I'm with it. Yeah, bro. Well, they do have a paid starter plan on Salesforce. I think it's like $25, $30, but it doesn't have everything. And also too, like, let's say, like a lot of the new companies, they're using a lot of the AI tools and everything that comes with Salesforce, and you don't have access to that shit at all in that starter plan. They're like, yo, bro, you paying fucking $30. Like the starter plan for like a business is like $1,500 per seat, meaning per user. So yeah, they're like, you know what I mean? We about that money. Salesforce, they don't play around. It's like, yo, you want to learn this shit? You got to pay $1,500. Oh, man. Please don't cancel, Joe. No, but it's true, bro. You never know. You always got to have a plan B. I could be walking down a conference. Joe slapped Mark Zuckerberg. Now Joe's hating. Why you did that? This, that. You know what I mean? Like, Mark Zuckerberg stepped on my Jordans and Joe slapped the shit out of him. Right now you canceled. So how do you survive? So you always got to think about shit like that. Don't always think you're gonna be up and like you're always gonna be doing good. All this shit could be going like this. I learned that a long time ago, but I learned it again with the hurricane shit that happened to me here in Florida. Like I was like trajectory up, and I had to do a reset of savings, reset of like fucking just my life upside down. You could catch anything. You could catch cancer. you don't smash some shorty in Colombia. Now she gave you some shit. Like anything could happen to you. Sometimes you like life is gonna be all great. Nah, shit could happen and you're done, right? So how do you survive that? It's about having a pillow and having a plan B, plan C, plan D, plan E. You know what I'm saying? One fails, you got plan D. Another fails, plan E. Shit, I got all the way to plan Z. And then from there, I got plans that start at numbers after that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's supposed to be NBA, never broke again. You know what I'm saying? Once you get your bread, once you get this knowledge, this ideas, this opportunities, you can't go back to zero. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I mean by, even by taking like a certificate or any of those things. They could also too help me out, even with coding phase. Like people like, hey, well, I'm certified 7. I've been seeing people that be like, yo, I'm certified 12 times in Salesforce. And I'm like looking at this doing like, yo, that shit is not hard to do. It's just you paying $200 every fucking certificate and you gotta be fucking taking the test. That's it. That shit is not hard. The reason I don't do it is because I haven't fucking had time. Like, there's days I'm like, yo, I could have every fucking certificate if I wanted to. And then I could flex that. Because I'll be seeing people, they be like, this is the shit that I love about my channel. Like, I'll be honest with you guys, right? And what I love about myself. The way how I came about with YouTube and everything. Like, you can see, I'm not trying to sound smart. I'm not trying to go in and be like, give you big words. I'm not trying to be here like, hey, guys, today we are... I don't want to be that guy. I want to be Joe, right? So I could have fun with this, which still helps you out because when you listen to me, you're like, this guy's funny, this guy's cool, I like him. But damn, he's dropping some gems. Damn, he knows his shit, right? That right there is how I build my audience. Those are the people that I want to be around. The person that comes in and be like, well, this guy has a hat on. Well, this guy seems like, what are you, a rapper? Like some of this fucking dweebs, right? Those people, I don't even want them near me because I don't hang out with them even at the jobs. I don't want them around me. You know what I'm saying? Stay over there. You're a dweeb. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here with my peoples and I'm happy with that, right? So when I come into this YouTube channel, like I love the fact that by me being myself, I could filter people out, right? The people that spend the 5 minutes that come in and they listen to what we say here, right? And the things that we bring up, they'll notice that, oh shit, this guy knows his shit. Now, of course, when you see me at a job, it's Joseph. This is not the Joe you're going to meet at the office, okay? Joseph is a whole different person. But, again, one thing that I love about this is that the fact that I've been able to build this audience and build this community and help so many people out by being myself and having fun with it, right? And without having to go in and resort to random bullshit like, well, guys, I'm a 2 times Meta developer. I'm 3 times Google. You don't think I could do that shit? I just don't want to. That's not the type of lifestyle that I want, right? I got 27 certifications from Salesforce, Braze, Java Spring. I got this. You don't think I could get this? I just don't want to. So the beauty about this is like, I could sit down and talk to you for 2 hours and you figure out this motherfucker knows a lot. Without me having to resort to, I got a Meta badge. I'm an ex-tech leader, ex-lead. That shit don't show me you know anything. That just show me you did the fucking test and you fucking went in there. It doesn't show me if you have anything here, you have any creativity. What have you done? It just shows me you're a good worker. You could go in and pass the test. Always remember this. There's people that are really good at passing tests, but don't really have shit here, right? A lot of times they end up being just a code monkey because they need somebody else to give them the ideas. They can't build it on their own. And then there's guys that come in and don't even have a college degree, don't even have nothing. And you'll be like, damn, how this guy, he's a multi-millionaire. How did this guy, he don't even have a degree. He didn't even go to this and that. It's about this. You know what I'm saying? If you have this, you good. It don't matter where you go. So I love my community because of that, because I could be myself. We could filter people out. And I've never had to resort to, hey guys, I got this badge and this certificate, different, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to the workforce, right? Let's not sugarcoat it, right? This is why I say I might get the Braze certificate, as a backup plan. A plan that I hope I never have to use, but as a backup plan, I would get the brace certificate because I believe that's going to be worth a lot in the next coming years. And, you know, I'm a grown ass man. I got kids, I got family, I got mortgages, I got car notes, I got, you know, vacation homes, I got shit that I got to fucking pay. How that shit's going to get paid? By work. Okay? So if you, for whatever reason, anything could happen to you, you still got a backup plan of like, hey, I got a great certificate or a great degree, you know, or whatever it might be. You know what I'm saying? So definitely go for it. I got zero design, so I'll trust you. I'm not a rapper. Yo, Lawrence, I'm gonna see you guys later, man. Let me see, we're in through here. I think I'm gonna look into Shopify development. Trust me, you're not gonna regret it. I'm telling you right now. Learning Shopify is an ecosystem. It's front-end development. You're just using Shopify's back-end. So if you love front-end development, you're not even like that big with like back-end development, let Shopify handle that and you build the online store. You know what I'm saying? You build the look of the online store. You manage the online store. Now, if you want to go in and be a full stack developer, you could build Shopify apps. And Shopify apps are a great thing because it's like software. It's software as a service that you can use within the Shopify platform. And people make a lot of money with it, right? Like you could go in and literally like, I've seen people that started 6 months ago and now they're making like $42,000 a month. Not creating something original from scratch. They're solving problems that's already there that customers see and that they create a better app than the next competition. If you're able to know like full stack development, and that's the beauty about like going into like Shopify development, is like you could start with, I don't even know JavaScript. Okay, cool. You could do a product editor. So now you know Shopify from the end of the user that don't know how to code, but knows how to move things around and organize things on the website. That's a product editor. Then you go to the next tier. Now you know HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Now you could go into Shopify theme development and you could build the online store's look, right? Then from there you say, well, now I got another year and I'm learning about more about backend and how to do user authentication, how to work with React, how to do server-side components, etc. You go into Shopify app development. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's transitioning, right? Sometimes people, y'all want to rush everything really quick, but in reality, this career is not about learning everything in one shot. It's by learning what you need to learn at the level that you're at. If you do it that way, you're always going to succeed. If you go in and you try to go deep with this and be like, well, I'm just going to go super deep and I'm going to learn all this lower code, and you're going to drive yourself crazy. This shit is a never-ending career. Every time you think I know everything, somebody presses the reset button. It's like, hey, stupid. You thought you knew everything? We just launched a new app. We just launched a new package. We just launched a new library. Shit, we just created a new language. You're never going to learn everything. So what you do is you learn specific things that solve specific problems for specific industries. When you do that, you have an easy career. You don't get burnt out. You don't get overwhelmed with all the shit that is out there. It's too much. Programming is like doing magic, right? It's like doing magic. I saw this in a video. Somebody talked about this, and he was right, because it's like being able to be a magician. But you could be a guy that makes fireballs, or you could be a guy that does like heal or this and that. But if you try to go in, if you ever play like role-playing games, something like Oblivion or shit, any game, Final Fantasy 7, right? If you try to go in and get every single ability, you're gonna go crazy. You're gonna spend 100 and something freaking hours on a game, and you still not gonna be able to catch every fucking skill. So what you do is you master a specific niche. Hey, I'm a mage. Hey, I'm a healer. Hey, I'm support. Hey, I'm a guy with a sword. Hey, I'm an archer. But if you try to do the whole fucking shit, you're never gonna be able to fucking beat the game. That's how this thing is. You know, development programming, it's too broad. You have to niche down and know how to do this. ServiceNow, yes, ServiceNow is definitely legit. That's another one too. I have 2 years experience as Laravel. Right now I'm learning Symfony. It's still very hard to find remote from Europe or America. Where should I search jobs? Man, the market is hard right now, bro. It's hard right now for full stack, for front end. Anything that is in that realm, like full stack front end, you know, like right now is hard. That's why I'm telling the new people that's coming in, you gotta pivot to the things that has an easier route for you. You having a hard time? Trust me, everybody else is having a hard time with those career paths too. Because there's too many people that have done the same shit. You know, Laravel is great. You still find a lot of opportunities, but you got to network. Laravel is one of those frameworks, it's like Ruby on Rails. You'll have more luck by networking within the community, and people will give you a job. But if you're just applying randomly, there's too many people. There's a bunch of Indians applying to the same job as you. So how do you stand out? Well, you go in and you say, well, let me network. You know, most people will go in and choose their own, right? So if you could relate to somebody, I'm like, hey, I'll choose this guy. All right. Now, if you go to a company, it's an Indian dude there, and he gonna choose a couple of Indians. You got no chance, bro. Shout out to the Indians, man. Indians go in and be like, yeah, we in here, we gonna eat. Dude go in there, you doing your job, it's like Indian dude is looking at you, yo, Mr. George, he don't know what he doing. You a great developer. Indian dude would come in and be like, yo, Mr. George, he not a good worker, Mr. George. We gotta get him out. I got a couple of my cousin Pardeep and Sanji. We could get them in here, man. This guy, he's not a hard worker guy. He leaving at 4:59. The job is till 9 to 5. At 4:59, he's in the in the in the elevator. He's not a good worker, Mr. George. You haven't seen that video from Mr. George? Yo, this is how it is. This is like in construction sites. Mexican dudes do the same shit. But it's how it is. Everyone goes in and pulls to their own. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is, right? But this guy's hilarious. Let me see.
Hello, Mr. George. How much you pay for the new guy? $20? No, too much money. He's no good operator. He's not doing nothing. Hello, Mr. George.
It's the same shit in tech. You in there and your project manager's an Indian dude. Indian dude calling up the CTO, Mr. George. This guy's no good. This guy's no good, Mr. George. My good sir. This guy's no good. We got to get him the fuck out of here. I got a couple of cousins. They'll come in, work hard, and they'll do what they have to do. Much smarter than this guy. Get him the fuck out of here. $80 an hour? Too much, Mr. George. 27. All right, deal. Guys, listen, I'm gonna get out of here. Guys, it's all jokes. I love the Indian people, Indian developers. But it's true, it's facts. Sometimes, you be at a company and your project manager, Indian, shit, they never satisfied, bro. They never satisfied with your work. You come in there, you fucking doing all the fucking shit. Dude is calling upstairs. Mr. George, this guy's no good. Get him the fuck out of here. Me and my cousin, we got this. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody here, guys. Listen, all jokes aside, I love you guys. Take care, man. Shout out to everybody in here. And yeah, man, like I said, Definitely go check out codingphase.com, guys. Literally $30 right now. It's almost nothing, okay? Like at this point, I don't know what else to tell you. Take advantage. If you want to be part of the community, just come in here, come to the Coding Phase and click on community. Join the community, right? You can register, be part of the challenge, okay? And in here, you know, follow the challenge. You can vibe code it. There's no rules. Just create something creative and you know, so we could go in and highlight it. All right, guys? For those of you guys that's in the Diamond membership, I'm going to see you guys tonight. Accountability meeting, 7 p.m. Eastern time. I'll see you guys later. Peace.